Albert Camus is one of my favorite philosophers of all time, and it's one idea in particular that consistently draws me to him. This idea is metaphysical rebellion. To understand this concept, we must understand the absurd. You see, Albert Camus believes in something called the absurd. The absurd is the all-pervading reality, according to Camus. The absurd is the fact that life is absolutely meaningless in the grand scheme of things. That we are but a speck of dust in the grandiose play of the cosmos. That our suffering is not part of some grand plan or to the pain of an all-loving God watching over us, but rather proof of the fact that we are all alone. The absurd is the cruel reality that we're born into a life we never chose, placed into a world silent to all of our questions and forced to suffer. And just as we find something we love, we're forced to face the fact that it will all be taken away from us by death. Even if we manage to bring something amazing into this world, the sun will eventually burn out, the cosmos will continue to expand, and one day the universe will fall silent once more. Pretty bleak, right? Well, Camus, almost absurdly and explicitly in his works, argues something revolutionary. That the realization of the absurd should not be an end. It should not be a justification to throw up your hands and just accept your fate. Or worse, use those same hands to kill your physical body or your mind by accepting the answers of others to comfort yourself. Rather, the realization of the absurd should be a start. And this, my friends, is where metaphysical rebellion comes in. The metaphysical rebel is a courageous person who faces the absurd head-on. They face the cruel reality of the ultimate meaninglessness of existence and shout to the cosmos, "So what?" They proudly say, "So what if life is meaningless? So what if I am a speck of dust on another speck of dust? So what if everything I believed in was a lie?" In doing so, they defiantly, in the face of this cruel and oppressive metaphysical reality, choose themselves. They choose their lives, their beliefs. The metaphysical rebel is what Camus inspires all of us to be. Someone who faces the fact that nothing they do will matter, but does it anyway. Now you're probably thinking, why? Why would someone do that? It's simple. It's because it matters to them. It matters to the people around them. The metaphysical rebel is someone who faces the fact that all of their deeply held beliefs about the world could easily be rendered wrong by a reality that cares not for them. And in spite of that reality, they continue to choose their beliefs, not out of delusion, but out of defiance, out of rebellion. The metaphysical rebel is someone that knows that no matter what they do, babies will always die, innocents will be murdered, and violence will happen. But still, they choose compassion. Why? Because it matters to them. It matters to the people around them. It matters that in this grand universe of absolute indifference, there's a spark of compassion, a slight comfort in each other. The metaphysical rebel is someone that above all chooses now. The now with the people around them. The beliefs they hold now, and they forsake the future, the hope for a place better than this one, the hope for some kind of grand confirmation of all they believe, the hope for a plan, and they choose the now. They accept that they don't know everything. They accept that they may be fighting an ultimately meaningless battle, yet they persevere anyway, because they realize that in the end, it's not the outcome that matters. No, what matters is the fact that we face that outcome with courage.